matching hundreds. It's a coach, and this is the NFL on EA.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Kenny Young leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a give right side. Overton. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And we get a quick peek at the Ravens starting offense.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 1st down, Overton. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check, crunch. Check 24, check 24.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sideline.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On on second down now. It's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellet.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's coming.
They'll try the left side. Overton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 41, Jackson got a man. It's Brown.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watch the whip.
They'll run on first down. Overton. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
That's what I do. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson over the middle here to Brown.
I'm going back to you.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And avoids the contact by sliding. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambled and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On first down, Overton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got it! And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
12 yards there and a first down. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Robert Kimdichie gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20.
Yeah, boy. That's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Check 31, check 31. Let's go. 55 is my guy, 55.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
They'll run on 1st down. Overton, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Overton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They'll keep it on the ground. Overton. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Now a draw play. This is Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Kenny Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers, Roquan Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Let him know, let him know.
They'll run it with Jones. And a 2nd effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Overton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
49, check 49, check 49. Wide, get wide.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Overton. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be a third and about 13. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be third and 13. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. And they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fourth down, here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
I got it. Shift. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. We own them.
They'll try the left side. Overton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
53 to Mike. 53. Jackson.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like,
touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Let's go, let's go. Check 37, check 37.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough third and goal forthcoming. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Jackson to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 16, 20 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers throwing again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try now for Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for two. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that two-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the two-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though.